What are these games?
These are also some good ones.
3 copies of that game?
No way.
That's insane. Ooh, that is a nice little stack. Holy cow. So we just bought a $50,000 collection, and they just dropped off the games, and we have 16 tubs of games to go through. That's what we're gonna do in this video. And then over here, I found out that we probably need to do this soon, but this is something really cool for the store. And this is way bigger than I expected. So I'm guessing there's a lot of padding in here, but I guess, what do you think? Should we do this now or later? I know time-wise it'd be better if we did it now.
I was gonna say time-wise it makes sense.
But should we make them wait? I don't know. This is pretty exciting. This is just games. We see games every day. We don't see this every day. Let's do games and then we'll do this. But we're gonna try and do games a little bit faster today because there's a lot. So I think the best way to do this is just kind of start grabbing bins and start going through it, and I guess we'll see what we got. I'm not gonna make you all look at everything in here because there's gonna be a lot of cheap stuff. So well, there's some decent stuff. There's some pretty decent stuff right here on the top. Afro Samurai, Armored Core, Half-Life is always nice. Orange Box, I guess. Flat Out, another Flat Out. Looks like we got 2 of them. So I guess to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what this even is, this was someone that was planning on opening a game store and then just never did. Got some Dragon Ball Z games. So there's gonna be a lot of dupes in here. But then there's also stuff like this where reprinted artwork. Don't love a lot of that. We don't love loose disc. We are working through a lot of loose discs or like reprinted artwork, unfortunately. Let's see, Jurassic the Hunted, that's always fun. That's probably one of the first games I ever flipped, actually. It's actually a fun game. It's ridiculous, but it's fun. Is it Arkham Asylum? No, which? Nope. I cannot, someone give me a way to remember which Batman game is good. It's not that one. Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, that's a nice one. Oh, it's this one, right? No. Someone in the comments, please comment and tell me how to remember which Batman game it is to remember.
It might be that one.
Is it this one?
It might be.
Okay. Diablo's always nice. Left 4 Dead. People love this game. Halo Anniversary Edition's nice. Hey, was that another Afro Samurai? 3 copies of that game?
No way.
That's insane. Probably purchased that game like 3 or 4 times ever.
Yeah, and we have 3 copies right now.
And I've bought a lot of games. Some of these are also just good titles. Oh, there we go. Banger. Big bumpin'.
Please put that back in the bin.
I think this bin is done with the good stuff. All right, we'll move on to the next bin. Clean up the table a little bit. Well, Castlevania. That's nice. This one is not good on Wii. Or not good on 360. It's good on Wii. Dirt 2. Ooh, Van Halen. That one's nice. We'll need a new case for sure. Diablo Ultimate Edition. That's another nice one. 2 Metallicas.
Yeah.
A ton of Plants vs. Zombies. I don't even know how I grabbed that. Ooh, another Metallica. We have 3. Fallout 3 is always nice. So we spent technically 2 collections. There was a DS and 3DS collection that we've already processed. Unfortunately, that one would have been really good for a video. We spent like $26,000 plus a few other perks to the person that bought it. And I think total value, $59,000. But one of the things that made this collection enticing is, I don't have the price chart in front of me, but some of these games, see if I can find a good example, games that are missing the manual, kind of like this one, it doesn't really affect the value to us that much. We're still gonna price it similar to CIB, and I understand some of you may not like that. However, for the casuals that come in that are looking for Midnight Club, they're not gonna care about the manual. They just wanna play this game because they love this game. And some of the other games, the Castlevania, like this is one that having the manual would actually matter value-wise, but Midnight Club, they're not gonna care. At least the casuals that are most likely going to buy it. There's another Fable, Dead or Alive 5. I don't see that game very often. It's Dead or Alive, so it's decent. Is Metro good? I can't remember.
I
did catch that, by the way.
You did. I don't know if it is.
We'll pull it out. Head Coach 09. It's always nice to see with our boy Andy Reid on the back. Fable. Or what?
Wow.
Family Guy. I just pulled out Fable. Give me that. Give me that. Let's see. Defiance. I know that's Justin's favorite game. It's really good.
No, that actually was so bad when it came out.
Fear.
I do like that one a lot though.
A bunch of Guitar Heroes. More Fables. Regular Fables. Great game, but value is not as great.
Far Cry. Maybe because it's the compilation?
Far Cry, Far Cry, Far Cry.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, that is a unique one, but not as cool as Minecraft. We'll move on to the next spin. All right, this one should be nice and quick because it's Atari and Genesis. There'll be a few decent things, but we're probably not gonna go through it. Popeye is always nice to see. Thought it was 5-screw from the top, but apparently it's not. There's a couple of PS2 in the bottom, but you guys ain't gonna care about this. This is cool. I just wish it was like PS4. Alien 3, Genesis. We'll move on to the next box. This is, what do we got in here? Xbox One. Been watching a lot of RJC Media, and he said this is the greatest game ever. And then we have Trap Team, which that's been going up quite a bit. Driver, Lord of the Rings. Justin told me to go faster, and I'm doing my best. I get excited. I see the fun games. Turtles.
Turtles.
My favorite game ever, table tennis. I do not think I want to dig through to the next layer. Swap Force, is that doing decent yet?
I don't know.
I don't think that one is. I know Trap Team's doing really good. And it was Imaginators for the longest time. That's a good one.
Yeah.
We're just gonna move on. There's good stuff in the bottom of these, but I'm trying to dig through the top because this is like, I don't know. How many games is this? Like 3,000 games or something?
Something like that, yeah.
There's a lot of games here, and apparently we still have like 10 tubs to go. So 9, 8, we're at 8 tubs left. Another one, except for different system. But I did see the Vita game. Oh wait, I see a couple Vita games. King Kong, Most Wanted. I don't think I realized they made this for DS. They made it for like every system. I did not realize they did it for DS. Left 4 Dead 2. It's always nice to see. It's kind of weird. Oh, that one actually doesn't have the disc. Triple pack. It's nice to see. Mini desktop racing. Oh, best game ever. Table tennis. GoldenEye. It's always nice. Ooh, Wii Sports Resort. They were selling it for $22.99. Halo multiplayer pack. Oh, wait. Rock Band 3. All right, we'll move on to the next spin. There's still decent stuff.
Obviously, just off rib, this is on top. That's pretty good. Most Guitar Heroes 2 are pretty good. Army of 2, if you get the second one, or like
it's like the 50 something.
Yeah, that one's solid for sure.
Ni no Kuni.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni. The XL editions, ooh, Armored Core.
Yep,
solid.
We're looking for that.
The XL edition's decent.
Yep.
The normal one's kind of eh.
Yep.
It's funny. I don't know how it does for us, but
I don't think
it's uncommon for some reason. I just don't.
I don't think the value's there on Portal.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Army of 2.
This is the one we were talking
40 day.
Yeah, 40 day.
What about Dirt? You're missing Dirt.
Oh, Dirt 3.
Because it's the gold edition. Or yeah, complete.
Yeah.
I always call it gold because it's got like a gold writing on it.
Okay, a couple God of War. They're collections.
Oh, okay.
So there's that, the Battle of Z. There's the collection, and then here's the Origins collections with the PSP games.
And we got some Mortal Kombats up here too.
Yeah, the Complete Edition, Complete Edition.
And then the not complete edition.
That one's all right.
Yeah.
This is actually the one that's like pretty good.
That's a good one. We're not finding anything crazy, but we weren't expecting to find anything crazy, so. Ooh, that looks like doo-doo on the top.
I will say PS4 is kind of one of those things that it's
starting to pick up some value.
It's starting to sly.
That's always nice to see.
Yeah. So here is one of the ones that you're kind of looking for.
Yep.
There's a couple of them besides just the game.
Yeah, regular Transformers you're not looking for, but every other Transformers you're looking for.
I think I see Infamous the collection.
Okay.
And then DBZ, another one of those. The Naruto games typically do pretty well, even though there's a ton of them.
Yep. He's not going to call out the greatest game ever, MLB The Show 15. It's not as good as table tennis. I see a lot of Call of Duties and stuff.
Yeah, we can move on to the next one.
Okay, moving on.
All right, so this is a tub basically of a bunch of loose games for multiple systems. That, like the front says Xbox, PS2, says GameCube. Maybe find the GameCube. Oh, this is not GameCube, but I mean, Grandia. Tenkaichi. There's a couple champions in here. There's 4 champions to arms. Need for Speed Most Wanted, not for resale? This is one of the other ones you're looking for.
These are actually all, I don't want to spend a whole time on looseness, but these look, here, let's just.
Party 8, Fatal Frame.
Yeah, I would just skim through these. These are all decent.
Forever Kingdom, Metallica, Warriors. That's a solid one. Punisher. Yeah, these are all really good titles.
Wow. Okay, was not expecting that. I was expecting basically,
Random virtual boy game. I will say, I do think I see a couple GameCube games in.
Is it good? That's insane. Okay.
That's pretty crazy.
So I've never actually had this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think Loose.
Okay. Last Story, Castlevania.
Jeez.
Vagrant. So
what are these games?
These are also some good ones. Okay, so here's some more GameCube, it looks like. Still solid stuff. Cell Damage. Resident Evil has both of them. Mario Party 4. Animal Crossing. Need for Speed.
Most Wanted.
Okay, some alright stuff now. That's pretty good.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand you that.
Yep.
A bunch of random.
Was not prepared for this box. Wait. Oh well. Yep. We'll take that. Oh, are there 3 of them?
There's 3 of them.
GameCube player discs. We actually found a player yesterday, so we can pair it with that.
Now we have a couple random cartridge games. So there's some Jaguar.
What is this box? We almost completely skipped over this.
Yeah. Let's see. So we got RoboCop, Harry Potter, Carmageddon, F1 Race. Isn't there like one of those weird ones like this?
It was a bundler.
Okay.
It came with one of the Game Boys.
Smurfs Nightmare, Racing Championship, Men in Black, Donkey Kong.
For a box we were going to skip over, this is kind of crazy.
And then
Halo Reach.
So that's actually just one box out of multiple in here. Okay, this one will probably just not go through entirely.
Looks like all PS2.
This one's
So
heavy.
it's probably all loose discs. Oh gosh, is it manuals?
It's a mix, dude.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. Mario Sunshine. That's an artwork.
Artwork. So we could, if we have the disc, we could complete it. Oh.
That's a lot that came out. Jeez.
Another tub. We're going to try and go through these a little bit faster. I think these lost a lot of value. Also, fun fact, it's reversible artwork.
Which wasn't really a thing around this time.
And we love our Connect games. There's a lot of those in here. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, Silent Hill, Downpour. This is like the cheapest Silent Hill.
Homecoming, I think, is.
Oh, yeah, Plate Edition. It's always nice. Fist of the North Star. Don't see that one super often. Diablo Ultimate Edition. Okay, can someone tell me in the comments? So it says, bonus also includes Diablo 3, the original game. Is that a DLC or not? Because I have found, specifically on 360, but I've seen it where it comes with another disc. Is it supposed to or not? I don't know. Because look, there's another one, which there's a bunch of them in here. I don't know if it's supposed to. Sometimes I find it with them, sometimes it doesn't. Spider-Man, Aliens vs. Predator, Twisted Metal, it's nice. PlayStation, Move Heroes. It's Move controller stuff. I can't imagine that it's that good. Is it what?
I thought it was going to be a different game.
He looked so in pain. F1 does decent for us. Some decent stuff. Conan with reprinted artwork. Oh, more collections, Dark Souls. Okay, new bin. Not a good first top. Bad artwork. Missing artwork. Fake artwork. No artwork. Lollipop is nice. Complete edition is nice. Twisted Metal. This is rough. And like a lot of these PS3 games are going to have, most of them are going to need new cases anyways, but that's pretty rough. And the case sounds broken. We're not going to spend any time on this bin. We're going to go on to the next one. Hopefully this one's a little bit better. Yep, a little bit. At least it has artwork. Justin's grabbing the saw. That's nice. Someone was actually asking me about this. He came in yesterday.
Are you serious?
Guy came in yesterday. He traded in some stuff. He almost bought it on PS3 from a vendor case. He wanted to negotiate, and I was like, you're gonna have to reach out to the vendor. War for the North is nice. Gears of War. Ooh, that is a nice little stack. Holy cow. Left 4 Dead 2. I think they all look official. That's great. Definitely will take that. Angry Birds Trilogy. I almost skipped over this. It's like 80 bucks, right? Because this hasn't dropped because they haven't remade a college basketball game yet. We'll move on to the next, but you can see we're building up a pretty decent stack of like good value games, which spend 25,000. I would hope we find some valuable games in here. Forza. We have a few copies of Connect Adventures. 11. Look at that. We'll not put that in the good pile. Pac-Man. Nice to see. This is an underrated one that people don't think has value. Midnight Club in the bottom. We'll probably pull out some other stuff later. All right, moving on. Prison Break again, Army of Two. I think these like weirdly have a little bit of value. These are like the off-brand FIFAs.
Yeah.
Army of Two, that's not the good one. MX ATV, Metal Gear Rising. All right, let's move on to the last bin. Okay, so this is Wii and GameCube, and I see stuff immediately. Resident Evil, Brawl, Super Mario Bros, everyone's favorite, a sun-faded Wii Fit, Super Mario Bros, Mario Kart. So GameCube, we have Final Fantasy Chronicles, Guitar Hero, Super Mario Bros. Wow, there's not a lot of GameCube in here. Do you have a Wind Waker? Definitely needs case replacement. Code Veronica, Star Fox Adventures, Twilight and Skyward Sword. This one can actually do decent. I was hoping there would be a little bit more GameCube in here, but we did find a bunch of loose ones, which is always nice. Oh, Wario Land Shake It, that's nice. And I think now we're gonna go unbox something up front. Something.
Can't say what it is.
But it's cool. I promise it's worth the wait. We'll get to that now. Okay, so we just spent last 3 hours unboxing this monstrosity. And then Ben, shout out to Ben, his first time recording, deleted the clip, but it's okay. We're not actually mad. Here, we'll just recreate the whole thing. One thing I talked about is the Mario stripper pole. I don't think I've actually talked about where this went or show where we put it. It looks good up here. Might 3D print a box or something, but that's a little bit of a hint to what this is. So we just got these 2 boxes from the Philippines.
This is the bottom.
This is the bottom.
Look at it. So it's gonna sit right here.
Right.
That's the fat, chunky part of the bottom. That's the.
You're trying to whisper, but you have a mic literally attached to you.
That's the top.
They can hear every word you're saying.
But they don't know what I'm saying.
I like to try and keep the bubble wrap, but I don't know that that's gonna happen. I think we're just gonna cut it. This smells horrible.
It's a Lego head.
It's looking yellow.
It's yellow.
They use plenty of bubble. The smell is insane. You can kind of get an idea, but this is the base. That's heavy.
There's another piece.
That's like legit heavy. We could put candy in here. Put that there, because that's where it's ultimately gonna live, and I guess. All right, we'll go ahead and unwrap this. This one's a lot easier. Holy cow, that head is huge. Dude, this is gonna look epic.
Who's that Pokemon?
There is bubble wrap in his head.
There's stuff inside. There's stuff inside. There's more.
It's Mewtwo. Oh, does it have a tail?
Yes, that's what this is.
Oh, I forgot it had a tail.
What do you mean you forgot it had a tail? It's Pikachu.
This is so much bubble wrap. They're just throwing scraps in at this point.
It doesn't want to go in.
Well, that's looking sick.
This is for you. Where does it angle? Like that?
This way.
I think it's that way.
This way. Yeah.
Like this?
Is there more pieces? Okay, so there's one more piece.
What is that?
Oh,
What? Who set that there?
there's a giant piece over here.
I bet you it's him.
We're having some technical difficulties if you can't tell.
I bet you it was him. It's the zag of his tail.
It's the zig to the zag.
Yeah.
This is a huge piece. Yeah. Here's our 4-foot Pikachu. Here, we'll put it next to the Mario. A little bit bigger. It's not perfect. I love it, but I do love it. I think this is gonna look great. People are gonna love to see this when they come in the store. And we totally destroyed the store.
We just need a little Sonic right here too.
Well, I think we'll move the Mario. I don't know where we're gonna put it, but. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the games we pulled out. We found some good stuff. You guys should come and see the Pikachu, because it's sick. And it was not cheap.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.